All right, everyone, what's going on? Welcome to another amazing night of awakening America. It's your host, the Jersey boy, Omar Redmar, and I'm super excited tonight because we have an incredible, amazing special guest trainer who I have the honor. You see what happens? Most of the time we've had here other times, Daniel West, we had Nathan. I'm the lamb of sacrifice. I have to face these giants and bring them on here. So I am super, super pumped for what's going to happen tonight. If you don't know the person who's going to be here tonight, you've probably seen her on Instagram, crushing social media. You probably, if you're part of our company, and you should be, if you're not, you're going to be after this, you probably seen her at conventions. But one thing that can stand out, I believe, we both are grandpas. So I'm a young grandpa. She's a incredible, amazing human being. She's a mom, she's a wife, young grandma, but overall, she's a super rock star that's going to bring some fire tonight. That if you are worried about, right now we're in Jersey and we're like covered with smoke and pollen, so it's not a good mix. That's why my voice sounds like a radio station presenter, but it's just because all this is happening at the same time. This incredible rock star looks like she's in college. So, and she's looked like that ever since I've seen her. Like ever since I've known she's her in the company, like she's always been the same. So I want you guys to, if you can, take notes because there's going to be some powerful, incredible information here tonight. Yes, we are recording, but also you may want to take some notes if you're worried about summer coming and maybe the sun kind of like affecting your appearance. I don't know who in here would like to age in reverse and at least stay looking young. Say your appearance looking young, right? Your skin be plumpy, especially the gals, the women be coming dulled out, and we have a dulled out, incredible woman here tonight. So please help me welcome all the way from Utah. She's a mom, wife, an incredible co-worker who they love and people are crazy for. All the way, Mrs. Kelly Bellarose. What's up, Rockstar?
Buddy Omar, my gosh, what an introduction. I don't even know what to say to this, but I'm just so thrilled and so happy to be here to talk beauty with you guys, talk healthy skin, whether you're a man, you're a woman. Healthy skin, it's our largest organ, right? And we all know, because we're the immune system company, that your skin is your first line of defense for your immune system. So this is more than about looks, right? This is about health. And I'm such a passionate believer in taking care of your skin from the outside in and the inside out. So it's my great privilege to join you guys and spend some time tonight with your group, talking about, what we're going to talk about tonight, and hopefully you'll learn a little something.
Amazing. You see why I named this Ageless and Empowered? I mean, look at her. She looks amazing and she's always empowered. She's going to bring some incredible information. She's super knowledgeable. And hey, Senior Vice President of Marketing. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yep.
So, Kelly, can you just, before we kind of like, slide in a little bit, he tells a little bit about you. I see you crushing it on social media. I've seen you crushing it early, like getting super power workouts early in the morning. You look incredible, but overall, you just stay healthy because it's better to stay healthy than to regret it down the road. Tell us a little bit about you, about your lifestyle, what you do. Who is Kelly?
Okay, great. Well, thanks for asking. There's so much to tell, but first of all, I wanted to tell everybody that I just, in April, I celebrated my 10-year anniversary with the For Life family in the corporate offices. Woohoo! So, but I have been in the beauty and health and wellness industry for about 24 years now. I've been developing products for that time. And a lot of my product expertise comes from the beauty and personal care space. So I developed, over 200 beauty and personal care products, from skincare to hair care, to hair color, to color cosmetics, to dental and oral health products, and then getting into the sports and fitness and anti-aging supplementation. So I have a pretty well-rounded history of working with great R&D scientists to collaborate and bring incredible products to the market. And I have to say that I can't tell you what a privilege it is to work with our incredible researchers, our incredible scientists, and be in the presence of our founder, Dr. David Lisenby, and our president and CEO, Danny Lee. All of them are so passionate about what we do, about bringing the idea of a better quality of life, of the idea that you can do life differently. If something is not working for you today, it's a matter of changing your mind and making a choice to do life differently and enjoy the potential that a healthy lifestyle can bring you, especially through the gift of 4-Life Transfer Factor, which is our immune educating molecule. It's absolutely groundbreaking. We're the only company in the world that has this. It's very rare for a company to be able to say that they are the only one that owns this technology. And we can say that, and it's a great blessing and a great privilege for us to have that. But so going back to that, I've developed over, I don't know, in the last 24 years, Omar, it's been over maybe coming up on 300 different types of products I've either been responsible for or collaborated with in the research and development field to bring to market. And it's a lot of fun. It's an art form, especially when you get into skincare. It's more than just putting powder in a capsule. It's a very tedious, very artistic process. It can be very rewarding, and it can be heartbreaking at the same time, because developing skincare, again, it's very delicate. And so it's just a lot of fun. But a little bit about me personally. Gosh, I've always been into health and fitness. I started teaching, I think it was it yoga? Maybe it was yoga was the first class I started to teach way back in the day when I was 18. And toward the end of the night, you'll know how far away that was from today. But I started working in the health and gym industry right out of high school. I've always had a really great interest in moving my body. I'm an avid hiker. I've summited several mountain peaks in the Colorado Rockies at or over 14,000 feet. So moving my body is really important, but I love healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, healthy skincare solutions. And I've been very blessed to be in the industry that I'm in, to enjoy, through the development process, to be able to benefit from the incredible formulas that I've been able to work on, and specifically with the product line that we at 4Life have, which is our Akwa skincare line. So yeah, I'm a big advocate, friends, of moving your body. You are in control. Fitness is freedom. Health is freedom. When you feel good in your body, when you feel good on your outside and your inside, you are empowered. You feel good about everything. You come at life with a whole different lens. And I say this because this type of mindset has worked for me. And so given an opportunity, like I say, Omar, I'll talk for hours about this kind of a thing, because I know it's just a matter of making the choice to do these healthy things at a very holistic level, and what they can do for the total person. So what do I mean by that? You have healthy supplementation with 4Life. You're eating healthy. You're getting enough rest. You're practicing self-care for your mental health, and you're moving your body. All these things, and you're learning. And so all of these things kind of together just contribute to an elevated quality of life as a total person. So I'm a big, passionate believer of all of that. Love to get in the gym. Love to push heavy weights. I love to weight train. It's one of my most favorite things. But I'm a new wife. I'm actually coming up on my 1-year anniversary on June 1st. Married an incredible guy, wonderful human being. And I'm a mother of 2 beautiful grown children. And I'm a grandmother of my very first grandson. He's 17 months old now, and he lives in Maui. He lives in paradise. And I just learned a couple of days ago that I'm going to be a grandmother again. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me. I love what I do. I love the 4Life family. It's been a great blessing. I've never felt better in my life. I was just talking to my trainer this morning, was in my session this morning, and I hit a new personal record with my weight training. And I just told him, I said, I'm at my best right now. I'm better now than I was 30 years ago. And I really say that because it's the truth. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's
there it
great to
is.
say and powerful to know. You mentioned something really important, and it's staying active because you keep your body moving and you're going to feel the effects. You're going to live better. It's like Les Brown says, I want to die young at an older age. And
That's
that's
right.
what we all really want to do. When you look at, I love that you mentioned the founder, David and Danny Lee, who are all incredible part of this. I call it the symphony of life because
Absolutely.
it's not just for life. In a symphony, all the instruments are going accordingly and they work together to make that beautiful sound, to make that, the whole harmony coming out. So For Life has that symphony of everything aligned perfectly to work together with every sound, every movement, so we can have the best. We got the best to stay active, the best for longevity. We have the best people surrounded with incredible energy and staying super active like you are. And which brings me to one of my first questions I want to ask you tonight. As an active individual, how do you balance your skincare routine with your active lifestyle? And what tips would you give, the guests on here tonight, whoever's listening, for others looking to do the same?
Okay, that's a great question. So moving my body, a lot of that has to do with getting adequate hydration. So before we even talk about supplementation, those things, healthy, colorful foods, a well-rounded diet that includes all the 3 macronutrients. So what do I mean by macronutrients? Macronutrients basically mean proteins, carbohydrates, and fats, my friends. Like, all 3 of those are good for you. Your body needs all 3 of those types of foods because your body pulls from these compounds in different ways to optimize the way it performs. So eating a colorful, very varied diet that includes carbohydrates, friends. I eat tortillas, I eat rice, I eat bread. Like, these things are good for you in moderate, and just making sure that you're moderately, and I have sugar, I have desserts. Life is meant to be enjoyed. That's the other thing. It's like, if you can come at life from a mental headspace of being joyful, life is not meant to just for you to abstain from all these incredible things that can make you happy and bring your joy. It's just a matter of being moderate with your choices throughout your life. Life is meant to be, you're meant to enjoy that beautiful dessert. You're meant to enjoy that beautiful beverage or whatever it is. Just be mindful about it. So that's what I do, is I come from things with a very mindful approach. So lots of water, a colorful, varied diet. I move my body quite a bit. And all of this, when your body is moving, when it's fed, when it's hydrated, and when it's moving, it's already starting to operate more efficiently, right? Then you have supplementation, or foods that are my favorite that I can't do without. Protein. So our ProTF, our hydrolyzed protein, is absolutely incredible. It's fantastic for keeping your body leaner, but it's also fantastic for your skin. The biggest percentage of your body is made up of protein and collagen. So you need to be feeding and replenishing that as you go. So protein, I love to balance out my diet with collagen. So now collagen is the main framework for your skin. And so feeding and nourishing your skin from the inside out with proteins, vitamins, and this great collagen and vitamin C, which also helps your skin create its own collagen. Now, collagen is kind of that basic architecture of your skin. It's what keeps your skin firm. It's what keeps it plump. It's what keeps the whole matrix of your skin cells operating together and operating efficiently. So those are the things I really like to focus on. And also, friends, mental health is so important. Let's think about it. If you're mad and if you're worried for years and years on end, what do you do with your face? What kind of expression do you make with your face?
You
Do
do
that
that.
again,
That
Omar.
is,
Do that again. So
that
imagine
is
doing that every day for hours on end, every single day. What do you think is going to happen?
start getting those face lines, those
That's Absolutely right. So here are the only wrinkles that I really like to have. These. You know why? You
Because
know
you're
why?
laughing and smiling all
Because
the
those are
time.
smile lines. That's happy. That's a happy, well-lived life. And I am so proud of these and I love them so much. And these too, because we have to go through the hard times in order to get stronger with our life, right? So we don't want to avoid, challenges. But what I am saying is to be able to balance your mental health, because your mental health also, your face is that billboard. Your body is the billboard for what's going on with you
Inside.
emotionally. So that's a big component, if you will, of skincare.
I love that. I love the way
Being
you put that
happy,
too.
you know what I mean? Being happy, having a balanced life, trying to manage your stress as well as possible, because when you're worried and you're mad, that etches itself on your face over time. And you will tend to look maybe a little bit older than you would like, or a little bit more, that you've had a life where you weren't as happy as you could possibly be. So I don't know if that answers your question like directly, Omar, but there's so many facets to it. But it's not, and then of course, getting really great skincare. Great skincare, not only are the ingredients absolutely beneficial, but the ritual act of caring for your skin is such a beautiful gesture of self-care. So in doing that, you're honoring yourself, and that gives you self-respect. And then what happens when you have self-respect? See what I mean? It's this synergistic circle of beautiful movement, healthy eating, having joy for your life, adequate rest, hydrating your body so that it operates efficiently. And when your body's hydrated, what happens with your skin? Imagine a big, juicy, plump plum. And what happens to a plum when it doesn't have any water? What does it turn into?
Turn into a
Into
prune.
a prune, right? So water, water, water. Hydration is so very important. Protein is so important. And collagen for me is so important, not only for my hair, skin, and nails from the inside out, but also to help support my mobility, my joint mobility. So I'm moving more elegantly, I'm moving easier in my body. So all these things kind of make this a little bit of a billboard for the life I've chosen to lead. And it takes work, right? It takes engagement.
Discipline.
It takes you being an active participant in your life. It doesn't
Absolutely.
happen to you. Life doesn't have, we don't want to let life happen to us. We want to be active participants. And that's what makes it so fun.
Powerful. I love that,
Yeah.
Kelly. I love the way, and especially in today's world, which brings me to the next question, because in society, there's so many, like, often, they put unrealistic beauty standards, especially for women. And that puts a lot of stress sometimes on women. Oh my God, I have to look a certain way. I have to be that way. Some are getting sliced up and getting, surgeries. I'm not saying, okay, that's their decision, personal. But if you keep them, maintain that healthy lifestyle, especially the mindset, it's going to guide you to always have that glam, have that glow, like you call it. And I like that. Now, how do you maintain a healthy and positive relationship with your skin and body image when, like you were saying, you have to stay happy and all that, but how do you do it when all these stressors of life are just affecting you? You're bombarded everywhere, and then you got the social media Barbies coming out. How do you maintain that focus? How do you maintain that balance?
How I maintain it, Omar, is that I have learned, especially in the last 3 years, is when I've really, really become an active participant in my physical fitness. And doing the work of that has transformed me so much that I'm stronger in my body. My body shape, my physique has changed. I'm stronger than I've ever been. I feel more confident, and I honor myself. I honor myself through that. And it's what happens when you honor yourself. You prioritize the things that will serve you in a healthy way. And you know what? Self-care is not selfish. That's the other thing to remember, that friends, let's remind ourselves that. Remember, it's the old saying, you've heard it before, when you're in the plane and the flight attendant tells you, You know, in the event of a momentary loss of cabin pressure, what do? You know, the air masks will drop from the ceiling above you. What do you do first? You put the mask on yourself before you help your young child or you help others, right? That is so very true. You have to take care of yourself. You have to honor yourself so that you can be that person, that you can serve others and be that person for others in your life. And I really, really believe that. So long way around to a short answer, Omar, like I'm staying committed because I've gone through such a profound recent change in the last 3 or 4 years that I never, and let me be clear, before I started my real journey, and you've known me for a long time, like I've always been pretty okay with myself, right? But this is how profound the last 4 years have been. I will never go back to who I was before 4 years ago. I will never let go of that. So it's important to prioritize. And it doesn't mean that you have to do hours and hours of things. You would be surprised how just keeping a few promises, little promises to yourself every single day, the wonders that will do for you. What if you promised yourself that you would drink 5 glasses of water a day, 5 glasses of water, that's it. Or maybe even 1. You can start with 1. Or what if you decided that every morning and every night, you're going to cleanse your skin and you're going to put 1 beautiful product on your face as a gesture of your caring for your skin, but it's also a gesture that you are honoring yourself in the morning when you first wake up and at night before you go to bed. You're thanking yourself for this beautiful life. You're thanking this beautiful body of yours for taking you through this day the way it has. Like our bodies are a remarkable thing. It's remarkable. Like I have to tell you that I'm going to say, so this morning I was bench pressing with dumbbells with my trainer. And this was my 4th set of this exercise. And I benched dumbbell pressed 2 45-pound dumbbells. That's 90 pounds of dumbbells, like on my 4th set, my 4th go around with this. And that's pretty darn heavy weight. I have never lifted that much in my life. And it was so incredible for me to just be done with that and think to myself, this body, after all this time at my age, when I ask it to do something for me and I honor it, look at how it shows up for me. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it amazing what our bodies will do when we ask it and when we honor it? Same way with your skin. You'll be surprised what your skin will do for you when you honor it and when you treat it well, from the inside out, from the outside in. So I prioritize things that I need to do to be, what is your why? To be here for my friends, to be here for my coworkers, to be here for my family, to be the grandmother, the cool grandmother that my grandkids that I want to do the things, all the things with them. These are my why. You have to have a bigger purpose that drives you. And when you get your hands on that, boy, you don't want to let it go. So these certain rituals that you do for yourself every day, you prioritize those things, and consistency is key. I think magic happens when you stay consistent with whatever it is you decide to do.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely so needed nowadays, because you can get easily distracted. You can get easily discouraged. You know what? It's not even worth it. Nah, this is too hard, or I won't be making it. Which brings me to the next question. I know for sure, at some point you have faced some challenges, like everyone does.
Absolutely.
You know, and I want people to understand, because this is being real. You have faced some challenges as well. Now, when you got to those, what kind of challenges have you faced, or setbacks, regarding skincare or taking care of yourself or drinking water in the morning? Because that, I know I saw your guns and everything the other day on Instagram, but I know that it has to do also, the energy you're having is what you're putting in your body, your water, your like you said, your body's going to respond to you according to if you honor it. Now, what challenges have you encountered or setbacks, and what advice would you give anybody listening to here tonight who might relate, have similar challenges?
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, Omar, I've had So, I mean, so many challenges. I've had challenges with family members. I've had challenges with children where I've had real bona fide fear about their future, about their survival. I won't really go into detail there, but I will tell you that there has been, from a mother perspective, some real legitimate fear around what might happen. And I don't know that there is a bigger fear than having a fear for your children. That's, as a parent, that's kind of like your Achilles heel. Like if anything ever happens to your, that's like your worst nightmare, right? And so there have been big challenges. I've had personal challenges in relationships. I've been in a situation in a perfect storm where I had this challenge with one of my children. I was going to graduate school. I was holding down my full-time job. And then I was in a very unhealthy personal relationship. And that was a perfect storm, right? But the thing that I can say is, if you can just show up, and whatever that is, if it's just the one thing you can do, that is showing up. And when you show up, you've already won. You've already won. You know, you could be in the depths of depression and not feel like going to the gym or not feeling like going on that walk. And what if you just walked around your house? Or what if you just walked up and down your stairs 5 times? What is that? That's showing up. And when you show up, you've already won. You know, and that's not to say that I have not been leveled on days, and that's okay too, because we all go through those times, those challenges where we kind of have to take a knee. That's all right too. You know, that's a part of showing up for yourself as well. Not always knowing when to do and knowing when it's time to take a knee, right? Knowing when it's time to rest and recover and heal. Even if you think about going to the gym as a metaphor for life, it's the same thing. Your muscles don't grow. You don't get leaner unless you go in and endure some discomfort, right? But you can't do the same exercise every single day. You have to go home and you have to be still and maybe take Renuvo, but you have to heal. Those muscles have to heal and recover so that they can come back stronger. It's the same way, I think. That's how it's been for me in my life, knowing that I can step back if I need to take some time to take a knee and heal for a minute. That's okay, because I know through that healing, I will have learned something. I'm going to come back the next day even stronger.
I love that. And it reminds me of one trainer once I heard that discipline and being truthful to yourself is showing up even when you don't want to.
That's right.
And
absolutely.
That takes a lot, because sometimes, like you said, you might take a knee at times. It's going to happen, but don't let that be just that point where your setback just holds you back. You know, they say that the faster you go, you're going to have, the faster you're going to be able to recover is how fast you get over that whatever setback bump life hits you, because life is always going to happen. But how long you stay in that mode is how long you're going to take to recover and even go faster in life. So that was powerful. I know you have a presentation to bring, but we're going to get into there pretty soon. I want to pick your brains for a bit and kind of
no problem. And you know what? And like when it comes to things like skincare and things like that, like when I've been in funks, you know, when I've been in lower places, I found that when I do take a minute and wash my face or do take a minute and just massage my skin or put some beautiful lotion on my feet, I am just loving on myself. When maybe there are certain points in our lives when we don't feel very loved, right? But we can love ourselves, you know, and I think good skincare is all about, is one way that you can do that. When maybe you just don't feel that great, you can at least spoil yourself and love on yourself a little bit. And that's super helpful.
Absolutely. Well, skincare starts with self-care.
Indeed.
So I know you have some amazing information you're going to bring tonight. I'm just going to let you take over the stage. I might hop on once just
Yeah,
to ask you a question or not, but just
certainly.
drop the fire that you have already set for us, and I'm ready to take notes. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Well, awesome. Okay, well, everyone bear with me here so that I can get this all fired up. Let me, okay, hold on 1 minute here. Let's sharing my screen. Can everyone see my screen? Thumbs up? Yay! Okay, well, getting into our topical skincare line, we have this incredible line of products called Akwa. And Aqua is actually an acronym in English. It stands for the Ancient Korean Water Approach to Skincare. And Aqua also, it's kind of interesting, the Korean calligraphy up above is actually the Korean word mul, which means water in Korean. So I just thought this was a little really interesting the way this has come about. And we created this line honoring the Korean way of skincare. And when we talked a little bit earlier about honoring ourselves and what can we do, for our skin, it's more than just for looks, it's for health, it's for life, right? It's for all those things. And it really does go beyond just caring for the skin. It's kind of this ritual that you do for yourself that kind of transcends you and gives you just an elevated feeling. So we really did create this line with the ritualistic culture that Korean skincare brings to the world. They really care for the skin because, again, it is more than just an aesthetic thing, although that is very, very important. They know that skin, again, is your largest organ and very, very important to your overall health. So what have we done with this product? Why does it have water? Why is it aqua? What we've done is we've combined fermented green tea water with other specialty waters to create this incredible line of products. And I'm going to get into that a little bit more and explain to you why that's a little bit more important. But first of all, let's back up for a minute and let's talk about what happens to our skin. Okay, what are the causes of modern skin stress? Did you know that if you did nothing else but stayed out of the sun, your skin would look younger than a person your same age who spent their whole life in the sun without protection? So what does that tell us? That tells us the environment has so much to do with how our skin ages. So what happens? What are the causes? We have sun exposure. We know that. Pollution is horrible on your skin. It causes free radicals at the cellular level of your skin, which wreaks havoc on your skin's cells and the way your cells age. Pollution also and cigarette smoke also sucks the oxygen and nutrients and hydration out of your skin. So these are things that are really important to understand. Poor diet, lack of hydration. We've already talked about these things, how important to nourish all the cells of your body, but your skin cells from the inside out, and also to keep them adequately hydrated so that they can perform for you. We've talked about emotional stress. We've talked about how important sleep is. Your body recovers when you're sleeping, when you're at rest. Your immune system educates itself when you're at rest. That's how important sleep is. And guess what? In our modern day and age, what are we all doing these days? We're on our phones all day and night, all night. And what happens with our devices, our digital devices, is we have this blue light. The other thing that happens is when we're on our device with this blue light at night, it throws off our circadian sleep rhythms. Our body doesn't know when to go to sleep and when to wake up. Yellow light is evening light. That's when the sun's setting. Blue light is when the sun is rising. So our body is all turned around. We don't know how to get the rest that we need. So these are some major causes. So what does that mean? What does that look like on our skin? We've already talked a lot about this, but you have skin sagging because the architecture of your skin degrades. Your collagen starts to, the weave of your collagen, the integrity of your collagen starts to decrease. You get dryness, flakiness. There's nothing more dull to the skin than a very dead outer layer of skin. You get wrinkles. We talked about that, right? Repeated expression over time can make wrinkles with your skin, uneven skin tone and color, so you can get blotchiness, hyperpigmentation in the skin. What does that also mean? Loss of elasticity. Skin can't hold its bounce and flex. So a little test, if you ever want to do it just for fun, is go to the mirror and pull the skin of your eyelid, pull it out and then let go and see how long your eyelid bounces back. What does that mean? That is elastin. That's what the elasticity of your skin has. And you know, when we were young, boy, that would bounce back right away. But as we age, because the skin around your eye is so thin and there's so few pores there, it's kind of the last skin on your face to get love. But what happens over time is that's a great example of how your skin loses elasticity. And you also get this rough texture. So this all equates when you look at a person that has all these things together. It's not just one thing. It's not just wrinkles, or it's not just sagging. It's all of these things that gives people the overall impression that your skin may be aging. So let's talk a little bit about intrinsic versus extrinsic aging. And this is the two ways our skin ages. So intrinsic aging, the best way to remember what intrinsic aging is, it is in you. It's within you. And it's pretty much out of your control, right? So what is this? This is your age. This is your genetics, your ethnicity. It's what your parents gave you or your ancestors gave you. However, healthy diet, exercise, and hydration can actually, even in this case, actually help your genes express themselves in a younger way. So even if you have a genetic predisposition to early aging of your skin, through healthy lifestyle habits, you can shift your genetic expression to act a little bit younger. So remember that, okay? So intrinsic aging inside you, kind of pretty much out of your control, but there are some things you can control, okay? Opposite of that is extrinsic aging. Extrinsic means outside you, but guess what? It's in your control. So look at these two slides. Look at how little is out of your control, and look how much is in your control. So what does that tell us? That tells us that we have a lot of control over how our skin looks and how it ages, right? So these are all these extrinsic factors that we can moderate ourselves as we're choosing to care for our skin and care for our lifestyle that can help our skin age in a more elegant way, right? Okay. So what is Aqua? We talked about it. Now, from a formulation perspective, I want to tell you, as a formulator, it doesn't matter what formula it is, but the way formulas are typically constructed is that 70 to 75% of a formula, any formula, is water, unless it's an actual, like it's just an oil. Any formula, 70 to 75% of that formula is water. And then you add action ingredients and emollients and things to bring the water and the oil together so you get this beautiful lotion. But most of it is water. And water is beautiful for the skin. We know this. But we thought, what if we could take the water we're normally using in these products and replace this water with fermented green tea water, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute, that has all kinds of incredible benefits. We know that green tea is a potent antioxidant. It has more vitamin C than a bunch of citrus. It has lots and lots of incredible benefits. What if we replaced normal water with fermented tea, green tea water, and other specialty waters? Now we have a formula that is 100% active, 100%. So not only do you have the hydration, but you have other functional benefits in that water that's in these formulas. That's what makes these so special, is that 100% of the formulas are absolutely more than hydrating, but they're absolutely functional and beneficial for your skin, and they help your skin glow. So let's talk a little bit about the benefits of green tea. So we talked about green tea. This is Korean green tea. that we do get from the southern region of Korea. It's called the Busong region of Korea. And this tea, I don't know if you can see in this picture, but if you can see the tea leaves, they're not, if you look at them closely, they're not absolutely perfect. They're kind of, I don't know, burnt around the edges. They're a little bit rough. And why this is such a neat picture is that this tea is absolutely organically grown. This is wild green tea grown in the southern region of Korea, which makes it so very, very special. So we know that Korean green tea supports, because it has high levels of vitamin C, supports your skin's ability to develop healthy collagen. It's very purifying and cleansing for the skin. It's a potent antioxidant that protects your skin from the environment that we talked about. And it also helps to brighten the surface look of your skin. So it evens out uneven skin tone. It does all kinds of incredible skin things for your skin. So, you know, how do we extract this green tea? We extract the water through a fermentation process. And this is another thing that our friends in Korea are famous for. You know, for millennia, they've known that fermented foods, fermented waters, ferments have always been very, very healthful, great for anti-aging, great for overall health, but also great for longevity and wonderful for our body's microbiome or our body's ecosystem. So they knew that ferments were very powerful, and they're very powerful in skincare because the fermentation process with certain ingredients unlocks the potency of those ingredients, so makes them more potent. But when the ingredients are introduced to the skin is more receptive to that ingredient. So now you get a more powerful interaction between your skin and the products that you're putting on your skin. So this fermentation process goes through a two-phase process. They use traditional fermentation, and then they introduce a lactic acid, which is a milk acid phase. And right around, I guess, the 5-day mark. Now, we know in Korea, fermentation can go anywhere from a few days to many, many months. But we discovered through the fermentation process of this particular ingredient that right about the 5 or 6 day mark is the sweet spot, when the potency of the green tea was really, really unlocked. And this is when we harvest and extract and get that green tea water. And that's the water that we use in our Aqua products. So again, going back to this ritualistic nature that our Korean friends really believe that skin comes first. And it's more than just caring for the look, that your skin needs ritual level attention. So that's kind of where we're at with this particular line. We have incredible benefits with this line. It's a one line of products, but it's suitable for just about everybody. It's been dermatologist tested for mildness. It's gluten-free. Most of the ingredients have been extracted or resourced from renewable, sustainable resources. They're kind to your skin and the environment. This is another thing, that this is a very potent line of skincare without going into these ingredients that are very, very harsh for the skin, that what I kind of say, you know, that will actually bully your skin into these short-term visible effects, but have long-term potential, what's the word I'm trying to say? Just long-term potential for harm to your skin, right? They're cruelty-free, they're never tested on animals, paraben-free, sulfate-free, phthalate-free. So most of these harmful ingredients that are harsh on the skin have been avoided. All natural fragrances. So these are all, wherever the skin, the products have an aroma or a fragrance, they're actually fragranced with natural essential oils. And if any of you know anything about essential oils, that essential oils also have, by inhaling an essential oil, you get the sensory experience. And there is also an abundance of health benefits that can be experienced from the participating with essential oils. So you actually have functional fragrances in these products as well. So really, really neat stuff. Very proud of the way these are formulated. So let's talk a little bit more about the regimen. So you've got a couple of ways you can look at this. And you can see here on the screen, you've got real steps and you have ritual steps. Real steps are what I'm hoping that you will do every single day as much as possible. Step 1 through step 5. Step 6 would be in the morning. But your ritual steps are a couple days a week. You're going to treat yourself to these fantastic products. You're going to take some time in the evening, 10 to 15 minutes, just for this step, just to make yourself feel good and give yourself a little extra love. So in the event of those days that you do these ritual steps, what you're going to do is you're going to insert that ritual step right in between cleansing and toning. So you've got this volcanic mask here. We'll go into what this mask does. And then you'll have this sheet mask. If you should decide to enjoy the sheet mask, when would you do that? Well, you would do that right after you apply your vitamin essence. That sheet mask on those days you treat yourself will go right in between that and your eye cream. So hopefully that makes sense for everybody. Every single day you want to cleanse. You want to tone your skin. You want to treat it with this fantastic vitamin essence if possible. You want to give your eyes a little bit of extra love. And then this Rainburst Moisture Cream is beautiful for your skin. Now, I know a lot of us may live in more humid climates, right? Now, what I want to say here is this is a recommendation. And what's so beautiful about this line is that you can play around with these different products and really do what works best for you. But the thing I love about this Rainburst Moisture Cream is it's almost like climate control for your skin. So if you live in a really humid climate and you use this, it's kind of like it gives you the moisture and nutrients you need, and the rest of it kind of flashes away. But for someone like me who lives in Utah and it's really, really dry, my skin just takes it all in. That moisture cream gives me everything I need and nothing I don't. And that's what I love so much about this cream. It's so light. It's so beautiful. I don't know how many of you have tried it, but if you haven't tried it yet, you must. It's so, so, so gorgeous. I just love it. And then finally, during the day, before you leave for work in the morning, or if you're like me in my home office right now, the sun is setting here on this beautiful window I have in my office. You don't realize that when you're sitting in front of your desk or you're working from home or you're even just working around the house, if the windows are open, your skin is getting sunlight, right? So we need to be mindful of protecting our skin. It's okay to have your skin exposed to sun in like the very early hours of the morning or in the evening for a few minutes, because we know our skin, our body synthesizes vitamin D from the sun. So that's kind of important. It's healthy. But as a rule, let's try to protect our skin with a sunscreen that helps mitigate that continual exposure to the UV rays so that our skin doesn't age prematurely. Okay, so here's our regimen. Now, are you guys ready to go into some of these products? Let's go through them right quick. Oh, let's talk about men's skincare, because we've got some great looking men on this call. Hey, what if you don't want to do all these steps, right? Oh, and here's the other thing I wanted to tell you is Korean skincare traditionally is like 10 steps. It's really like, they are very ritualistic. So what we've been able to do is through the formulation process, condense these steps into fewer steps that give you the ritual experience, but give you something that's realistic for our American lifestyle. So now, speaking of men, they probably want to do even less steps, maybe, or maybe you're in a hurry and you just have only a few items or a few formulas you want to use. For men, this is just a great idea. You can cleanse with first, the oil to foam cleanser. We're going to talk about that. Then you're going to shave with your favorite shave oil or your favorite foam. And then after that, because we know that the razor going over the skin can really irritate your skin. Like your skin can get angry. Even, any place that we shave, your skin can become irritated and a little bit compromised. And what you want to do after that is you want to calm it down. And that's what this Precious Pool Vitamin Essence is really good at doing, is calming the skin down. So what if our gentlemen were to cleanse their skin use their favorite shave oil to shave their face right after, get some precious full vitamin essence. And then before leaving the day, let's get some sunscreen on that skin to protect it. Boom, 1, 2, 3, done. And you've cared for your skin in this beautiful, beautiful way. Okay. So now this is the regimen. These are the products that are going to give you what our friends in Korea called chok chok skin. And so chok chok is a Korean expression for describing audibly the way very healthy skin looks, or the way it sounds when you pat it. So when they pat their skin and it's nice and plump and it's luminous and it looks like glass, they audibly say that chok chok is what the way your skin sounds when you pat it. Isn't that cute? I just love that. So this is the way to get chok chok. And when you have chok chok, wow, you know your skin is, it's glowing, it's healthy, it has this depth to it that just looks like you're peering into this beautiful clear pool of water. And you know, like you've seen these beautiful young Korean girls with skin that just looks absolutely perfect. I want to say something about this because in the United States and very different areas around the world, we have different types of skin tones and skin colors, don't we? So the point I want to make about chok chok and getting Korean quality skin is it's the quality of the skin you're attaining, not the color of your skin. So you can be of any ethnicity you want or who you are, and you still have the ability to attain that beautiful, luminous, glowing skin that is chok chok in Korea, okay? So it's not about skin color, it's about skin quality. So let's remember that, okay? All right, here's our lineup, friends. We have our cleanser, we have our mud mask. Remember, that's a ritual step for us. We have our 4-way toner. We have our vitamin essence that for the Koreans, a vitamin essence is kind of like the soul of their skincare line because it's a very delicate, very elegant formula that's really packed with all kinds of nutrients. And we're going to get into ours here in a minute. We have our Royal Bath Sheet Mask, which I love. And we have our eye cream, our moisture cream, and our sunscreen. Okay, here's our beautiful lineup. All right, our first wave cleanser. What is so great about this cleanser? It's a 2-part cleanser. Here's another way that we took 2 steps in Korean skincare and made them 1. In Korea, they typically start with cleansing with oil, and then they'll go with more of a soap type of cleanser after that. We've combined this into an oil to foam cleanser. And let's talk a little bit about why it's so important, why cleansing with oil is important. It seems counterintuitive, like you have oily skin, you have grimy skin. Why would you want to cleanse it with oil? Well, what happens in the forest when there's a fire? What do firemen do in the forest? What do? They fight fire with fire, right? So what happens when you have this oil phase? What you're going to do with this product is you're going to start dry. You're going to put it on your hands and you're going to rub and massage your face. So what happens with oil is that it will attract and pull the oil from the surface of your skin. It will also grab onto grime and particulates on the surface of your skin. It kind of bonds to whatever it is that's on your skin that you want to get rid of. That's what's so incredible about cleansing with oil. Now, once you have done that step, you introduce some water and then you massage your face and then you get these beautiful, light, delicate bubbles. That is the water phase. And now the water is now picking all of those impurities. And now you're going to rinse that off and it's going to go down the drain. That's what's so beautiful about this oil to foam cleanser. It's fantastic. I absolutely love it. It's very, very gentle. So what does it do? It combines that fermented green tea water we talked about with seawater from the Asian, what is the sea? I lost my track of thought here. The East Sea, the East Asian Sea. And salt water is really, really good for skin as well. Salt is very calming, very cleansing for the skin. So you've got this beautiful experience that happens. This little circle are the circle of 5 things I want you to remember about this product, right? It features a proprietary deep cleansing complex, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. It cleanses, refreshes, and firms. It combines fermented green tea water with seawater. It also contains a rice ferment. Again, fermented ingredients are more potent and your skin really likes them. Remember that? Like, it's just a great, it's a match made in heaven when you have fermented ingredients with skincare. And it is an oil to foam cleanser. So beautiful way it's set up here. Here are the ingredients. We have this proprietary deep cleansing complex that it has bioflavonoids, which is really great, again, for skin surface, cellular health, broccoli extract, and aloe, which is very calming for the skin. And these botanical extracts just really help to activate and help the cleansing process go very smoothly. The rice ferment as well really helps to nourish the skin while you're cleansing it. And the pumpkin fruit extract has kind of an enzymatic action. It's kind of an enzyme. So what that will do is help to encourage those dead skin surface cells from the surface of your skin. So as you're cleansing it, you're just freshening your skin, that outer layer of skin. And then all these great oils that are also so healthy and bioidentical to the natural environment of your skin. So you're getting this cleansing, but you're getting a very nutrient dense experience. Okay. We already talked about how to use this. So after you cleanse your skin, you're going to go to our Glacier Glow 4-way toner, which I love. Oh my gosh. It's so good. Here it is. I'm going to spray it. Can you guys see how beautiful that sprays? So another thing that Korean skincare is that's really important for Koreans is not just what's in the product, but how the packaging performs. Everything needs to be elegant. Everything needs to be ritualistic. And this sprayer is just a very fine mist sprayer that you can just, oh, I love it so much. So why do we call it a 4-way toner? You can use it in 4 ways. It has benefits. Oh, look how shiny and beautiful my skin looks right now after I just sprayed that. I can see it. It's just, oh, I love it so much. Okay, so it's a 4-way toner. We combine the green tea, fermented green tea water with rose water, this beautiful rose water that's fragranceless. So it makes it great for the gals, the guys, because you're going to be spraying this directly on your face. But it's beautiful. And rose water is kind of got an astringent activity. So what it does is it helps to tone your pores without being really harsh and stripping your skin or drying your skin out. So this is an alcohol-free formula. Okay, here are the 5 things. Alcohol-free, you can use it 4 ways, and we're going to talk about that. It combines fermented green tea water with rose water. The rose water is a tonic. It helps to brighten the appearance of the skin. This also helps to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It has a seaweed extract that is really great for firming the skin. We'll talk about seaweed. And so it illuminates and moisturizes and really balances and sets the skin up for the other skincare products you're going to use. This is also a wonderful product to use before you apply like a liquid foundation or a powder foundation as well. It's really, really good. Okay. All right, so here are some of the ingredients. We have the seaweed complex, which is fantastic. Again, just different forms of seaweed. And seaweed, while it's, the reason why it's so good is seaweed. If you think of seaweed kind of floating on the surface of the ocean, it's kind of exposed to these really harsh environments like all the time. And so because of that, it's become very, very hardy to its environment. It's also very rich in a compound called fucoidan. And a fucoidan is kind of a sugar-based compound that is just so healthy and nutritious for the skin. So it really helps to be rich and nutrient rich to the skin. It helps to nourish it. We have the Korean calming complex, which is a nature-derived complex that has all kinds of beautiful natural botanicals. One of the key botanicals in this complex is called Centella asiatica, and the Koreans call it Sika for short. So look at that, look for that ingredient in these products, but specifically in this. Now, Centella asiatica is an incredible ingredient and very renowned in Asia, specifically in Korea, because it has this great way of correcting skin that's been compromised. It's very healing, it's very calming and settling, and it's very correcting. So this is really important. The niacinamide and adenosine, those are very popular ingredients in Korean formulation and very potent ingredients. And these actually act together again to help brighten. When I say brighten, now we're evening out like splotchy looking skin. You may have like a hyperpigmentation or an age spot, or your skin may be looking a little bit ruddy, or your skin may look or appear kind of flush. You see people that kind of have excited skin. This toner and the other products in this line are really great for calming down excited skin that tends to look a little red around the cheeks, or you've seen it red around the nose or anything like that. Very calming. Niacinamide adenosine helps to firm the skin, helps to also correct the uneven look of the skin. Okay. So how do you use it? You can use it all kinds of different ways. First, you can use it to tone. After you've cleansed it, you can prepare it for additional skincare products. You can use it before and after you apply makeup. It's fantastic to just, after I put powder on, I will just spray this on and it sets my look. It just sets it. And my makeup isn't going anywhere. And then throughout the day, sometimes as the day goes on, even in humid climates, your skin can get a little irritated. I don't know if you've noticed or if you've experienced this, but my skin can get itchy if I'm exposed, especially here in springtime with the pollen out and like flowers blooming, everything's blooming, particulates in the air. Like my skin can get itchy and kind of irritated. So this is a great thing that you can spray throughout the day just to help calm your skin down and settle it a little bit. So it's a beautiful, beautiful formula. All right, now we've toned. Let's go on to our vitamin essence. I call this the super vitamin essence because it just has so many incredibly powerful ingredients in it. It has the fermented green tea water. We talked about that. It has this maple leaf extract, which is an award-winning ingredient. It has an ingredient that's called, it's a fermented extract, a yeast, Saccharomyces lysate. It's a mouthful, but what you want to remember about it is that it is microbiome support for the surface of your skin. So we all know that our gut has a microbiome, but do you know that your skin also has a microbiome? It does. Your skin has an environment. It has flora on it. It has all kinds of things that help the environment to thrive and help your skin barrier be very healthy. So your skin microbiome is really, really important to maintain. And when your skin microbiome is upset, then the barrier of your skin becomes upset. So what happens with the barrier of your skin? If you can think of your skin as these layers, when your barrier becomes compromised, those layers kind of lift up. And then what happens? Moisture can be lost, nutrients can be lost, but what else can happen? Toxins can get in. So you want a nice, firm, you want a nice, intact, healthy barrier, and a healthy surface environment helps that barrier to maintain itself and stay healthy. Okay. 5 great things, fun things to know about this product. It's the soul of the Akwa line. It's this incredible serum. It has our Korean calming complex we talked about. It has the fermented green tea extract. It has microbiome support, and it has this sugar maple extract, which is a really very, very high in antioxidants. If you can think of looking at like a Canadian maple tree in the fall, how the maple leaves turn bright, bright red. Well, that's the presence of polyphenols in those leaves. And that color, even if you think of a bright red strawberry or a berry, the color is the polyphenolic compound in that natural thing that helps to protect your cells from degrading prematurely. So very, very important for just environmental protection. So we have that calming complex. We talked about adenosine, niacinamide. Let's talk about ascorbyl glucoside for a minute. Ascorbyl glucoside is a very stable form of vitamin C. So vitamin C in product in skincare formulation can be very tricky. It doesn't play well with other ingredients. It's kind of that little kid that just doesn't play well with others. And so finding vitamin C that can stay stable in a formula is an art. It's a tricky thing. And this ascorbyl glucoside is a really great vitamin C ingredient that actually, when it introduces itself to your skin, it converts to vitamin C, where it can deliver all its great benefits to your skin. So that's a really important thing to remember about this particular product. Okay, so, and Omar, I'm not sure why I've got little yellow marks going all over my slide, but I'm just going to keep
I don't know.
going.
Somebody was trying to probably tap on the screen. They probably
Okay,
accidentally wrote.
it's okay,
If
it's no
if
problem, but I just
person can
wanted
do
to,
it, just go back. Whoever was doing it, just try to erase it. Whoever I was trying to erase it over here, but I can't.
yeah.
So whoever did it, just be. It's okay. Just go try to see if you can take it out. But I was noticing the same. Sorry about that.
Big deal. I just wanted to speak to it for a second. So, but how to use this, friends? Very, very easy. You want to apply it upward, outward, circular motions. Pat lightly, be gentle to the eye area because we know that's very delicate. But I put this all over my face, neck, and whatever I put on my face, neck, and chest, friends, I also put on the top of my hands. This is all part of your skincare regimen because your age can show on your hands just as easy as it can show on your face, right? So let's make sure to care for the tops of our hands. Easy peasy. You already have it on your hands, so just go like that, right? Okay, super easy. So now we have our step 4, which is our eye cream. Now this is a really fun product as well. Now we talked earlier about how the eye area needs the most love. It ages the quickest. And the reason why is the eye skin is very, very thin. There are very few, if any, pores around the eye area to give the, secrete healthy oils to keep the skin, nourished and moisturized and keep it elastic. So eyes go first. So we want to, first of all, we want to give our eyes extra love. And when we give our eyes extra love, we want to do it very delicately, right? So this is really, really important. So this is a great product. It's got beautiful ingredients. It's got that fermented green tea water. It's got cucumber juice and bamboo juice. Let's talk about bamboo for a second. Fun fact about bamboo. Did you guys know that bamboo grows over a foot a day? Like, it's crazy. It grows like you could almost watch it grow. It grows so quickly. Okay. So if you extracted some of the life essence from a bamboo plant, what can you imagine could be some really great benefits for that juice, that water onto the surface of your skin? Like, just a vibrant, healthy potential to add some incredible benefits to the skin. Cucumber juice is also incredible, very calming, very settling, because what happens with our eyes? We also show we're tired around our eyes too. That's the first place we show when we haven't had the best night's rest, or we haven't eaten well, or interestingly enough, when we're dehydrated, our skin gets puffy. Isn't that funny how the opposite will happen? So cucumber juice is very cooling, calming. So what you're doing here is you're calming, you're giving your skin extra emollient, but you're also depuffing your skin, helping that eye area look a little bit more light and awake. Okay. All right. This is a very light cream. Again, what do we combine here? Fermented green tea water and bamboo juice, right? Because again, the premise of the Akwa line is the water approach to skincare. We're replacing normal water with fermented green tea water and specialty waters. That's what makes this different, okay? Fermented green tea water, bamboo juice. Now here, we talked about ascorbyl glucoside already, but let's talk about this fun ingredient. This is called, it's called Tremula fusiformis. It's a mushroom, and it's otherwise known as the snow mushroom. And if you look up the snow mushroom on Google or whatever, it actually looks like a white snowflake. It's so incredible the way it looks. But what's really amazing about the snow mushroom is it's an incredible source of plant-derived collagen. Super, super cool. So what do you have here? You have the calming complex that calms, settles, depuffs the skin, You also have sodium hyaluronate. Now that is a salt derivative of an ingredient called hyaluronic acid. Now, hyaluronic acid is an incredible molecule for your skin because it attracts 100 times its weight in water. So it's attracting water from the environment, from the surface, but it's also drawing water from the deeper layers of the skin. So you get this beautiful, nice marriage of water from below, water from above. And that's what sodium hyaluronate, it's a very robust, very stable form of hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is fantastic. It helps to plump the skin. If you use it on your lips, it kind of is a natural lip plumper because it really draws moisture to the area that you are applying it. Love, love, love that ingredient so much. So you have the snow mushroom, that natural plant-derived collagen. You have the calming complex. You have this beautiful moisture-attracting molecule, and you have vitamin C to help the skin look and appear firmer, help with that skin, that bounce and flex of the skin. Remember, we talked about pulling the eyelid. So really important there. Again, super easy. You apply a little dab. I use the third finger and I just a dab around the eye area here. Just give it little love. Pro
Erica,
tip.
I was just going to ask you about that, about which finger to use
I use
and
the
why.
third because these fingers are weak. These fingers are strong. This finger is strong, but this finger is not so strong. And so naturally, you're going to give less force to your skin when you use these fingers. Isn't that interesting?
But we have capillaries and veins around that. If we tap them too hard, they'll probably pop out.
That's right. So lightly tap, lightly rub. Okay. Pro tip here, right? Because hyaluronic acid attracts moisture and is beautiful. I also take it right here along these folds because this is another place that we show age. These are called nasolabial folds. And so when your cheeks start to relax a little bit, you lose elasticity, you get this crease, right? So when I put this on, I also put it here and also on my lips to help plump that area up. Try it and let me know how that does for you. But that's a little pro tip with this product. Okay. Now, finally, in the morning, this is not your last step in the morning, but it is your last step at night. Before you go to bed, you want to apply this Rainburst Moisture Cream. Again, beautiful cream. It's very light. It gives you only so much moisture that you need. The rest of it, it's like, okay, it's climate control for your skin. It does combine that green tea water. It also combines another water ingredient called birch tree sap and ginseng. Ginseng is one of the most amazing ingredients in all of skincare. Ginseng as a supplement ingredient is fantastic. Imagine how beneficial it can be for your skin, right? So you have honey. Honey is so rich in amino acids, and honey is also what helps to give that skin, what the Koreans say, that glassy look, that glass skin, like you're looking into a shallow pool. And you'll notice, like when you see skin that really glows, even if it's more mature skin, it's almost like you're not just looking at it, you're looking through it, you're drawn to it. And that's what's so beautiful about having healthy looking skin. Okay. All right. The 5 great things to remember. It's a hydrating cream with a cloud-like performance. It does feature our fermented green tea extract. It also features the birch tree sap, which is an ingredient that comes from Finland. And for those of you who are, Finland is that far northern hemisphere. The environment's pretty harsh in the winter, and the birch tree in Finland is a revered tree because of its health benefits and the way that it can survive in such harsh environments. So this is a very renowned tree for the Finnish people. And this extract of this tree has some really great potential benefits for the health and beauty of your skin as well. Remember how we talked about Centella asiatica, otherwise known as Sika, another very calming, correcting, very, very well honored ingredient in Korean skincare. We have the ginseng here, and we also have the honey that is really great with amino acids that really helps to add the plumpness and the glow to your skin. Okay. How do you, oh, here are our ingredients here. We talked about niacinamide, adenosine, those two very popular ingredients that help with the firmness, help to correct uneven skin tone and color. We have the ginseng, that's just an all-around incredible ingredient. Look at that sodium hyaluronate. We've got that plumping ingredient in there again. And we have that birch tree sap that is really nourishing for the skin as well, and helps the skin weather and withstand the environment. Okay. How do you use it? Morning and evening, after cleansing and toning, you're going to just apply this in upward, outward motion, face, neck, chest. Where else? Tops of the ands, right? Or anywhere else you want to use it. I mean, use it however you want, but then you're going to follow with the moisturizing sunscreen. Okay. So that brings us to our final morning step, our moisturizing sunscreen. It's not only an SPF broad spectrum, so that means it protects you from all the sun's rays that can cause sunburn, but also can cause cellular DNA damage to the skin, which that's, you know, it's not healthy for the way the skin looks, but not healthy for the way the skin ages and behaves as well. We have some good antioxidants here, vitamin E, vitamin C, but this also has ingredients that protect your skin from those other environmental stressors we talked about earlier in our session: pollution, smog, cigarette smoke, blue light, all these things. So this is a great environmental veil that you can use for your skin, not only to protect it from the sun, but from your modern world. We're subjected to all kinds of things throughout the day, not just the sun, right? Okay, 5 incredible things. Okay, here's my moment, Omar, to tell a story. Can I tell a story? Okay, so my son moved to Maui about 6 years ago. So because of that, I go out there and I see him a lot, and my new grandson lives there now too. So before the pandemic hit, I would go and I would dive a lot, and I would, you know, it's just a beautiful underwater environment. You can imagine that for those of you who may have visited there, the coral reefs are just beautiful. And then the pandemic hit, and I was able to get there in spite of the testing and all those things. And when it was basically when hardly anybody was on the island, they had the islands shut down basically. And only those who were tested and vaccinated or whatever were able to kind of get into the island. But that was a time when there were hardly any visitors to the island. And when I would dive or snorkel, the underwater environment was so rich and colorful, and the reefs were so beautiful and alive. And then the pandemic ended, and the islands opened up to visitors, and visitors came in droves to the islands, just droves and droves to the islands. And on those visits, I would go and I would dive as well. And the coral had changed so profoundly in such a short period of time. The coral actually was bleached, and the environment and the fish kind of went away because the coral was dying and being bleached out. And it's being bleached, friends, because of the chemical sunscreens people are wearing in the water. And for those of you that may be in tropical locations, maybe in the Miami area, like, you can feel me on this, that the coral reefs can suffer because of the types of sunscreens people use. So what has made me so passionate about this product, and it was so important to me when we formulated it, that I wanted to formulate it with a reef-friendly formulation, meaning no oxybenzone and no octinoxate. These are 2 ingredients known to harm ocean reefs. Now, friends, we may not visit ocean reefs every day, but doesn't it make us feel good that in our own way, we're honoring this very, very precious ecosystem? And every time I go to Maui, and I'll be on a plane to Maui on Saturday, and rest assured, I'll walk up, over to the beach and do my snorkeling. And there are signs right there before you go to the beach saying, please honor our ecosystem. Please be kind to our ocean. Please do not wear sunscreen that contains oxybenzone or octinoxate. And you can bet I'm going to take a selfie with this product in front of that sign. And I'm going to be so proud of our Akwa skincare sunscreen and For Life for honoring our ocean reefs. And I just Wanted to tell that personal story because I'm so passionate about that. And I'm so proud of this formula for that reason. So super, super cool. But again, we talked about age-defying brightening, pollution control. And this is also a formula that is so robust and it's so white. It features zinc oxide, which is again, a very reef-friendly type of formulation. But it just goes on. It comes out of the dispenser white, but it just goes on so clear. And can you just see how glowy and just luminous it looks? It's so beautiful the way it performs. And the thing I love the most about this is it performs beautifully under makeup. And most sunscreens of this SPF level, sometimes they don't perform well under makeup at all. And this is a superstar under makeup. I can't say enough. To be honest, this is probably my favorite Aqua product for all the reasons I've just stated. Great protection, great environmental protection, friendly to these ocean reefs that I love so much, and so beautiful in the way it aesthetically performs on the skin and underneath my makeup. So just love it. Okay. Here are some of the other ingredients. We feature zinc oxide. Tetrahexyl diesel ascorbate is another form of vitamin C that helps to brighten the skin. The biosaccharide gum 1 is one of those key ingredients that helps to protect the skin from those other environment, the pollution, the climate control, those types of things. So it's a really, really good formula. Here are the way you use it, the way you normally would. Now, a word about sunscreen, you need to apply it responsibly. That's why the other reason why I love the way this performs is it makes it so easy to glide across the skin so that you can apply it in a way that you're getting the coverage that you expect from an SPF 40. A lot of these formulas are sticky and tacky, and maybe they're like white and it's really hard to rub them into the skin. This is a very effortless formulation, which makes you applying it responsibly very, very easy. Okay. All right. So those are all the steps. Then we have our volcanic mud mask, which is really fun. It's this dark mud mask. It features volcanic ash from an island off the coast of the Korean Peninsula. So it's all locally sourced ingredient. It has this black soybean extract, the volcanic ash, really good for pulling impurities from the skin. This has what I call physical and non-physical exfoliators. So let me explain. Non-physical exfoliators are ones that don't feel like they're exfoliating your skin, but they are. Physical exfoliators are ingredients that you feel that action as you're rubbing or massaging the skin. So it's important to have those physical exfoliators be very gentle. So they're not scratching or scraping or injuring the skin, but they're doing what they need to do. Taking up those dead skin cells, gently removing them, and refining the pores in doing so. So we have the volcanic ash, we have the green tea water, we have the cleansing compact plex we talked about. Again, this is a formula that polishes the skin, detoxifies and purifies the surface of the skin, energizes the skin. It's great to use as a spot treatment. You can use it all over your face and you can sit with it for 10 or 15 minutes, or you could just use it as a scrub. Or if you have like an imperfection on your skin, you can just do a dab and it actually pulls the excess sebum, excess impurities from that particular area and helps to correct that area really quickly. Volcanic ash, walnut shell powder, and apricot seed powder. Those are the physical exfoliants that really help to gently sweep away those dead skin cells and the impurities. And this is a really great product for calming. Again, if we have people that have problematic skin, maybe our young adults, our high schoolers, or if you have a person where it's like there's a visual redness or excitedness of the skin, this is surprisingly a fantastic product for that. Okay. So a couple ways you can use it. Again, you can put it on as a mask, let it dry 10 to 15 or 5 to 15 minutes or so, or you can use it as a spot treatment. And then when you're done with this, what I do is I will spray Glacier Glow on a cotton pad, and I'll just wipe the residual off of my face, and then I'll continue. And sometimes if you want to, you can just re-cleanse, and that won't be too harsh for your skin either. So it's beautiful. Use it once or twice a week. That's the way I would start it. Some people can tolerate it every single day. Exfoliation is actually really, really healthy for the skin. So anytime that you're freeing the surface layer of your skin and giving those baby skin cells time to shine, what happens is that it helps the skin cellular matrix communicate with itself more efficiently. When you have dead skin cells on the surface of your skin, everything else gets sluggish. And as you age, that communication process gets slower. So instead of your skin renewing itself every 4 weeks, now we're talking about every 6 or every 7 weeks. That's why it's important to help your skin rid itself of those dead skin cells so it can continue to communicate with itself in a very healthy, younger, more vibrant way. Okay? All right, Royal Bath Sheet Bath. You guys have stuck with me. This is a lot. Are you guys still with me? Because we've talked a lot tonight. We've talked a lot.
There's still 80% of them are still alive. They're still here.
I know this is a lot, but I'm glad you're recording this because then people can go back at their leisure and listen, and that's totally fine too. We're diving deep in this stuff, guys. So thanks for sticking with me. But this is a beautiful sheet mask that we have studies that have shown it's improved moisture and plumpness even after one use. Just incredible results with this. This features our transfer factor from cow colostrum and our milk ferment extract. Fun fact, there's one very, very, very famous female throughout history who did something very special for her beauty regimen. Can anybody tell me who they think that very famous historic female is? Any answers? And I'm not looking at the chat, Omar. So if there are any guesses.
Cleopatra. There's a bunch of them.
Yes, Cleopatra. That's right. Yep. Cleopatra. And what did Cleopatra do as one of her prime beauty regimens? She would bathe in milk. She'd bathe in milk. So what could be more beautiful and nourishing and beautifying for your skin is to bathe it in mother's first milk, which is our transfer factor colostrum from cow colostrum, right? It's a beautiful ingredient, a great fit for this particular product. And because of that, this is the only product in the lineup that is not vegan. It's not a vegan friendly product because of that ingredient. But milk ferment has lactic acid. That's also a great exfoliant and it's got a great benefit for the architecture, the firmness of the skin as well. Okay. Hyaluronic acid, a couple of forms of hyaluronic acid. We know what that means, not only for hydration, but for plumping the skin. When the skin is plumper, it looks younger. Think of a cute little baby and their plump skin, right? That's exactly what it is. It's just moisture, it's hydration, it's that intracellular matrix that's very, very nourished and richly supported. 5 great things. It's an intensely moisturizing sheet mask. It features our 4-Life transfer factor. It also features milk ferment extract, that hyaluronic blend, which is very plumping. And it also has that niacinamide at a very high research level to help with brightening the skin, plumping and firming the skin as well. Okay. So here are the different ingredients. The transfer factor formula from cow colostrum and chicken egg yolks, again, to nutrify the skin, that hyaluronic acid blend. Now, this is really fun. This is a sustainable material. The mask material itself, it's made of pulverized wood pulp. So you can actually put it on your skin and then just kind of bury it in the soil or in your, like it will actually decompose and be nutrifying for soil. It's really, really cool. Isn't that fun? Yeah, so it's super hydrating and it sticks to your skin. I don't know if you guys have seen it. And I don't know if any of you have tried this. I'm going to open up this fresh box. But this mask is absolutely saturated with serum. Like there is enough serum in this thing to put over your entire body. And that's kind of what I do when I use it, is I'll take it and I'll remove it from the backing. And I don't know if you guys can see it. I mean, it's dripping. Can you see that? It's dripping on my computer. It's absolutely saturated. So you can remove it and you put it on your face, but as you're applying it to your face, then I take all that extra serum, put it on my hands, put it up and down my arms, lavish my neck with it, lavish my legs with it. And then I just sit back and I just relax for a few minutes. And then when I'm done, I peel that mask off, toss it in the garbage, and then massage the rest of it in. And it is so beautiful and so wonderful to just correct the skin that's been, kind of irritated over the course of days. This is another very calming ingredient list, very, very calming formula for people that are prone to more excited, angry skin. I'm going to throw this away really quick. So that's our last products, friends. Again, this is another ritual step. And we remember that we use this after we use the precious pool tone or vitamin essence. Sit back, relax, treat yourself to some self-care with this. And that's the lineup. Here's just a quick glimpse into the studies that we created, that we did conduct a 30-day study because we were fast tracking these formulas for launch. But what I love so much about these studies is most studies are done for at least 90 days on skincare products. And these studies at only 30 days showed such profound improvements on all these data points that we can only imagine how much more the improvements would have been if we had been able to take the test for the full course of the 90 days, which is, more of a standard for these products. But we had 93% of participants saw improvements in moisture levels, a profound improvement in using the moisture mask after only 15 minutes. The reduced appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, 87% had a measurably visible fewer lines and wrinkles after only 8 days, and that continued throughout the 30-day period. So profound improvements in the reduction of appearance of wrinkles, a calming effect. Again, people that came in with problem skin or very excited skin prone to imperfections, and things like that, saw great improvements in the quality of their skin. So red count is a sign of irritation. So a dramatic reduction in the red count. And these were all assessed with R&D research level cameras and research level devices. So we've got really, really good data here. In fact, we have a white paper now, and I'll send this to you, Omar, so that you can disperse it to all of our friends. I'll get you a link to it. But we got this study on our Akwa skincare line has been published in a peer-reviewed journal. So this is big news for us. This is a big deal for our skincare product to have such great improvements. So that's it, my friends. Circling back to the very beginning, right? The idea that as great as this skincare is, it doesn't work miracles. It needs your participation. It needs your commitment to using the products consistently, but it also needs your commitment to lifestyle choices that are healthier for your skin from the inside out. And I hope that you guys can feel my authentic excitement about this and my passion about this, because I feel like this has worked for me. All these little things. This is a recipe, but it's important for us to fully participate in our lives as much as we can. And anything that you do for yourself every day, friends, is a win. Remember that. Be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Do those little things that honor you and honor your body and honor your skin, because everything else will just flourish. And the last thing I want to say, Omar, is there is no younger look than the look of joy on someone's face. Just pure joy for life. And that's the joy that comes from a well-lived life, where you're fully participating in all the ups and all the downs as well, and just becoming stronger and a better person for it. So thank you, friends, so much for having me tonight. I hope this was helpful to you. And I hope it was educational for you as well.
Truly was. Let's give a virtual applause over here to Kelly. She is amazing. That's a lot of info I know to take, but we have the recording. Real quick, before we close the night, I know we had some questions I want to go through real quick, but I have also want to ask some people who may be doubting, well, I have a greasy skin or I have a dry skin. What type of skin is good for these products?
Right, right. So the way we formulated this product line is that it is generally very, very good for all skin types. And the other thing I want to say about like greasy skin or skin that if your skin is overly greasy, it could potentially be problem skin. The last thing you want to do that for skin that's overly oily is to dry it out. Because what your skin will do when it's dry is it will just produce more oil. So that's really, really important. It's kind of counterintuitive for someone that has oily skin to like even cleanse their skin with oil. But I promise you, your skin will correct, and it'll just correct itself over time if you will not do what you feel like you need to do, like dry it out. Let's just treat it with, this is a very balanced line. Now, that said, not every single product is going to be for every single person. What I've recommended here is a reason why to take or use these products and a general recommendation on how to use them. But I invite you to be creative with this line and do what works for you. You may have a favorite product that you use. And again, using one product that's a favorite and showing up every single day and be consistent with that product is better than not doing anything at all. When you've shown up, you've already won. So that's what I want to say. They are very, very generally created for most skin types. And then you may need to just kind of adjust as you go as it pertains to your particular skin. But I will say that I have seen through these studies, but also through individual people who have had skin, really oily, problem skin, flushed skin, very excited skin where nothing would work for them. Or this was just made their skin flare up and get worse. And they have tried this product line and it has done a 180 on their skin.
I'm a living testimonial of this. I have greasy skin since I already know myself since like middle school. Now I feel like it's way less greasier, but my wife is totally the contrary. So she has like more dry skin and it has helped her to moist. Obviously, I don't take all the products, but I do use most of them. I use the mask, I use the lava mask, I use the cleanser. And fun fact, if one little tip here, little fact, I use the toner. Believe it or not, guys, I use the toner because my skin, when I go to rallies or when I'm gonna present or anything, my face gets red. Like because of the heat, the pressure, like I look like a tomato. And I briefly, softly just kind of like smooth it up and cool it down, and it really calms it down.
It does.
That helps me feel better because I don't look like I'm about to blow up.
That is awesome. I love hearing.
You were part of this formulation, correct?
Say again?
You were part of the formulation of the product?
Yes.
So you see the process.
I worked on this product line. In Korea with our friends. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One big question that I have asked a lot, and I saw Marissa put it in the chat: when or if the Life C serum is going to come back?
If I told you, I'd have to just lock you guys all in a closet.
Oh my God.
And not let you out.
Oh, yes.
But I will say, oh dear. Well, let me just say that my not saying anything is saying something.
It's saying something. Okay.
How about that?
Okay, that's fair enough.
Because I love Life C. I love Life C. Here's what I love about Life C is it's one of the best makeup, like nutrifying makeup primer ever.
Ever. The same.
Fantastic. And it also has these incredible ingredients that are also really good for the skin.
That's amazing. So real quick, I know we have some people who have tried and this Gabriela who's on here, Gabby Daughtry, and some other people have sprayed gold, and it's helping the skin. We're not gonna touch that tonight.
Yeah.
But we're
That's
going
another
to see
conversation.
if you're okay with it. Can we have you on another night to cover on gold benefits, and
I'd be
maybe we
delighted.
could
Yes,
help these people? Yes,
I'd be delighted to
that's
help
awesome.
any
That
way
is so
possible. I'd
awesome.
love to be, I would love to be part of this again. Anytime you'd need me, I'm here for you.
And
So,
now the question of the night, Kelly Bellarose,
yes.
how old are you?
Did you really ask me that question?
I'm so sorry. I should ask it a better way.
Okay, are you ready? I am happy to say that February 1st of this year, I turned 60.
What? OMG. You look like you just started college. Amazing.
Well, thank
Amazing.
you. It's been a fun life. I'm so grateful for every single day. It's been,
It's still yet to come.
and the best is yet to come. I'm still on my way up. I'm telling you, I lifted my biggest lift in the gym today. I'm still making, hitting records, personal records. And I want that for all of you too. And
Amen.
any time is the right time to change your mind and do life differently. I believe that with all my heart. It is not ever too late to change your mind. You would be surprised at what your body and what your skin will do for you when you ask it.
Absolutely. Real quick, have you ever, I don't know if you've heard of the term biological age and chronicle age?
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure you're like your biological age is pretty like 30, maybe 25. Because
Well, I know that
you
it's
really
the last time I tested it, it was younger. It was younger.
way
But,
younger.
to be honest, I haven't tested it in like a year and a half, and I bet I'm better now than I was a year and a half ago. I feel
Absolutely.
confident in it. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Kelly, it's been an incredible night. It's been so enlightening. A lot of information. Your enthusiasm, your charisma, your personality just keeps us there, engaged, watching the whole time. I mean, I was just there. Like every time you spoke of something, I get pumped up over here. I know. Well, we're gonna try to have you another night.
Omar, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna interrupt you for a second. Can you tell Kelly to stop sharing, because we want to see your beautiful faces? Kelly, can you stop your PowerPoint? I think I'm still seeing your PowerPoint. There we
How about
go.
that?
Okay. I'm working on
Oh,
it.
there we go. Yeah,
Goodbye.
Awesome.
that's better.
So it's been an incredible night. A lot of learning, a lot of knowledge brought from you, a lot of nuggets. Also, if you guys took some of those tips, I don't know if you guys remember what Akwa means, but it is ancient Korean water approach, right? Something like
Got
that.
it. You nailed it.
Okay.
Nailed
So
it.
take that in note. We have not just a line of products, we have the best products in the world. They speak for themselves. Look at Kelly. Let's give Kelly a big round of applause. You know what? Why don't we just open the mics and close it up with a bang? Everybody thanking Kelly. Everybody letting her know.
Thank you. You're precious.
Thank you
Oh,
so much for
thank
your
you.
time. Thank you from California. We love you.
Love you. Love you. Love you.
Thank you so
Many
much,
thanks
Kelly.
for all your tips.
You're beautiful.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you so much, friends, for having me. It was
And
great.
Thank you,
love
Kelly.
you.
That was amazing.
Amazing,
Yes,
amazing
it is.
night. So as I always say,
Amazing.
see you all over
Until
the top.
next workshop. Yeah.
Love you. See you guys next time. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Take
grown-up.
care. Bye-bye.
Bye, Kelly. Good night. Thank you, everybody.
Goodbye.